Lord of the Rings, the prequel series, gets new writers. Mission Impossible proves it's not a fallout at the box office. And a Howard joins Rocketman. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me for another episode of Movie Emporium's News of the Day, where I take some stories from the world of movies and give them to you in video form. The first story of today is Mission Impossible Fallout. You guys read my review. I hope you enjoyed it. Well, just to let you know, the box office report came out today, which is Sunday, and it was a huge hit. Mission Impossible Fallout made $65 million at the box office this weekend. That is the highest grossing Mission Impossible movie to date. So, Mission Impossible is a franchise that has been on steady incline since the third movie, and this proves that not only is Tom Cruise still an action star, but he still knows how to deliver movies even after last year's The Mummy. The other top five was Teen Titans Go to the Movies, which made $10.5 million at number 5. Hotel Transylvania 3, Summer Vacation, $12.2 million for number 4, holding strong at $120 million. The Equalizer 2 made $14 million, holding for $64 million at number 3. And Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, dropping to number 2 with a decline of 57.1% at $70.24 million for number 2. As a box office take, it's a pretty good week. It's nothing special. But just the fact that Mission Impossible was able to hold strong at $65 million, and you also have Teen Titans Go to the Movies, wasn't predicted to do very much, but did $10 million. So, it's exciting. I probably gave $30 worth to Mission Impossible, so there you go. Yeah, it's pretty good. And Equalizer 2, is below what the original movie did. So, and of course, you have Hotel Transylvania 3 doing pretty much big business right now, $119 million. So, yeah. So those actual numbers won't come out till Monday, but as estimated value, that's pretty good. For our next story, J.D. Payne and Patrick McKay, screenwriters for the upcoming Star Trek IV and Jungle Cruise, have joined the Lord of the Rings series for Amazon. Now, there's not much known about these writers. I'll say that right now. They're unknown, but the fact that they have Star Trek IV and the fact that they have Jungle Cruise coming out with The Rock, I'd say that's a pretty big deal. And now they're joining this $150 million Amazon product of Lord of the Rings, which is actually a prequel. I don't know much about it. I know it's going to be set before Fellowship of the Ring, probably before The Hobbit. I'm interested to see what they're going to do with the third age of man. Maybe go back to the second age. Maybe we'll see how the men and the orcs and Sauron, how that all became to be. But I find it interesting because Amazon's putting a lot of money into this production. This is going into territory like Game of Thrones. All these shows that make a lot of money, that cost a lot of money to make. There was a series that Baz Luhrmann did about the 70s hip-hop. It was the 70s hip-hop. So we'll see what happens with that. I think it's exciting. I think the fact that Amazon's willing to put a lot of money into this series proves that they have a good property. And now they're taking writers who have written Star Trek IV and Jungle Cruise, which are both huge properties. I'm sure Jungle Cruise will do well. So we'll see what happens with that. But, it's pretty big news for them, at least. For us, it proves that Amazon is pushing forward with the series. So I know you guys outside in Lord of the Rings verse, like my friends I know, are really excited for this series. I'm really excited for it. So we'll see what happens. I hope it's good. Comment below what you think. Tell me what you think. I'll probably respond, let you know. So good. So yeah, exciting. For our next topic, Bryce Dallas Howard has joined the cast and crew of Rocketman, a fantastical take of Elton John in his early life and career with his mom, his issues with his mom, and then his rise to superstardom with stuff like Tiny Dancer and, of course, Rocketman. She joins the cast, which includes Taron Egerton, which, of course, with Elton John, Jamie Bell, who you might know from King Kong and Adventures in Tintin, and Richard Madden, who, of course, is in Game of Thrones, which I talked about earlier, which is as big as Lord of the Rings. So I find this interesting because Bryce Dallas Howard, who is the daughter of Ron Howard, is an amazing actress. She proved how good she is in Black Mirror with that episode where, she's with her tweeting and stuff like that. She's also proved herself just as a great actress in general. She has a lot of range, a lot of, push forward and whatnot. And now that she's joining the cast with Taron Egerton and Jamie Bell and Richard Madden, I think this could be a really fun story because Taron Egerton's playing Elton John, who was with them in the movie Kingdom of the Golden Circle. So it's interesting that they're going with a fantastical route, but it kind of makes sense because, you had Tommy and you had, the career that Elton John has had where he's very, special and spectacular. He's always wearing these crazy dresses, uniforms, clothing, and stuff like that. So I find it kind of interesting just to see how this story's going to play out, how it's going to deal with his mother, how it's just going to, push and pull, with what Elton John's life was like. Plus, I'm sure it's going to be, dance numbers and dance sequences, and they're definitely going to do, a Mamma Mia style probably with all his songs, which are really cool. Apparently, Bryce Dallas Howard is supposed to sing in the movie, which he's never done, so I'm really excited for that, but we'll see. It's supposed to come out next year. No director or writer attached, I believe. So hopefully it's good. But, with that, that's pretty much it for the news stories. I couldn't really find much else, but, like I said, it's Saturday, or now Sunday, so nothing's really been happening besides the box office. With that, also check out, I just posted my Teen Titans Go to the Movies review. Check that out. Hopefully you enjoy. As always, remember to comment, rate, subscribe to YouTube, Audio Boom. Email us at nlapola113@gmail.com. Tell us how we're doing. Help us gain an audience. But otherwise, thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you later.